Hi, I'm Persia.
And I'm Joey, and you are watching an Addictive Daughter Life Nugget.
So a friend of ours has recently been telling us that she's got a lot on her plate and she's really struggling to prioritise. And I remember, I think I was at primary school actually, possibly secondary, but heard this analogy, which is to do with prioritising, that's really, really helpful, and you may well know it. So imagine you have a glass vase and you can fill it with ping pong balls, with pebbles and with sand, and the ping pong balls represent the really important things in your life, the absolute crux of everything, the most important things. Pebbles represent the second most important things, not quite as important as the ping pong balls, and the sand is other things that are less important, again, than both the pebbles and the ping pong balls. So the moral of today's Life Nugget is prioritise your priorities.
And what we think is really, really interesting about this is, and we don't want to put labels on what your ping pong balls, your pebbles and your sand actually, what they represent in your life, because I think it's different for everyone. But I mean, I guess most people, I'm guessing, ping pong balls might be family and being healthy, and the sand on the other extreme might be the smaller things. So perhaps acquaintances, you know, people who are sort of out of your inner circle. Coffees with acquaintances, that might be a sand activity.
Or going out and partying.
Oh yeah, going out and partying, things like that. So what's really interesting when we were speaking about this earlier is that we, if we were asked a few years ago, what are your priorities, what are your ping pong balls, we both would have said, oh, family is really important and career is really important. Actually, it's quite funny, but really looking at our lives back then, we weren't really putting the right time and energy towards those things at all. I mean, I've got to be honest and say there have been times in my life where friends and family have taken a really low priority, even though I would say, oh, they're the most important. They were definitely my sand.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the things that you said were your sand, whether it's like dating or relationships, or they might have been pebbles, they got everything, so that you were completely depleted. You were either hungover in most cases, so you couldn't go to the family do on the Sunday because you just were lying in bed.
So this Life Nugget is to encourage you to really start building your life with the ping pong balls first, and then you can tip in the pebbles, and then you can tip in the sand, and it all fits in that way around. But if you fill your vase with sand first, there's no room for anything else, so it means that all the least important gets the whole space. So we're really interested to hear from you guys, what are your pebbles, what are your ping pong balls, most important things, what are your pebbles and what are your sand? And it's a really good exercise just to get clear with yourself, because then you can start creating your life and making sure that actually what you've written down really lines up with how you're living.
Exactly. So that's the to-do of today, to write what your ping pong balls, your pebbles and your sand are below this Life Nugget, and really try to start living that.
Thank you so much for watching this little video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and pass this on to anyone that you think it might help. If you'd like a Life Nugget and a weekly dose of happiness and motivation straight to your inbox, sign up at addictive-daughter.com and join us and thousands of others in getting addicted to the good stuff today.